Hello students, as in earlier lecture we have seen that the basic steps which are involved in the manufacturing of ammonia by the Busch-Haber process. Today we are going to see the different physico-chemical principles which are involved in the synthesis of ammonia. In that we are going to see the different parameters which are affecting the synthesis of ammonia. First we will see the basic chemical reaction, that is this nitrogen when reacted with hydrogen there is a formation of ammonia, and this process it is a reversible. And how many molecules of nitrogen and hydrogens are required? One molecule of, that is one molecule of nitrogen and 3 molar proportion of hydrogen. When reacted together there is a formation of ammonia. Means 1 volume of nitrogen, 3 volume of hydrogen, it gives 2 volume of ammonia, and this reaction is reversible. The forward reaction, this forward reaction it is exothermic, and this backward reaction it is endothermic. During the formation of this ammonia, these 1 plus 3, that 4 volumes, and these 2, means there is a decrease in the volume, that 4 volumes get converted into 2 volumes. And according to Le Chatelier's principle, this percentage of ammonia at equilibrium, it will increase with increase in pressure, that pressure that we have to increase in pressure and decrease in temperature. These are the important points, that is according to Le Chatelier's principle. It shows that this percentage of ammonia at equilibrium state it will be formed when there is increase in pressure and decrease in temperature. Then how this decrease in temperature, how this equilibrium constant can be represented for this reaction? That Kp, that equilibrium constant, is nothing but P2, that NH3. These are the molar proportions which are formed, N2 into that 3 moles of, that is a hydrogen. This is about the, that is equilibrium constant for this reaction, that depends upon the temperature and pressure. And increase in pressure, if we increase the pressure, the equilibrium will shift towards the right side. When this increase in pressure, when it shifts towards the right side, it will increase the proportion of ammonia, and it will favors the formation of this ammonia, and a reasonable percentage of ammonia is found, that equilibrium mixture. And what are the different parameters which are involved in the formation of ammonia? There are 3 important, that is effects. First is effect of temperature. What is in that effect of temperature? We have seen that this percentage of ammonia, or that formation of ammonia, that takes place at 500 degrees centigrade. Means if we are going to increase the temperature, that percentage going to be decreased, and that particular temperature that we are requiring, that is a 500 degree centigrade. What happens in that? If we are going to increase the temperature, this percentage of ammonia that going to be decreased. That we will see the simple example, that temperature range and percentage of ammonia. What is happening in that? This percentage of ammonia at 350 degrees centigrade, then 400, 500 and 550. This at 350 degrees centigrade, the formation of ammonia, that is 37.5, 24.9. Then at 500 degrees centigrade, the formation of ammonia is 10.4, and when that temperature get again increased at 550 degrees centigrade, the formation of ammonia takes place, that is a 6.9. Means whenever this temperature going to be increased, percentage of ammonia that going to be decreased. Means that is the optimum temperature for this conversion required, it is a 500 degree centigrade. That is about the effect of temperature. Second, that we are going to see about the effect of pressure. This effect of pressure is nothing but this formation of ammonia it is taking place at 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. As in this physicochemical principle, we have seen increase in pressure, that leads to this equilibrium towards the right side, that towards the formation of ammonia. But as we are going to increase the pressure, this percentage of ammonia increases, but this increase in pressure at industrial level, it is not possible, and hence that optimum pressure required for this conversion, it is a 200 to 300 atmosphere, and at this pressure there is a formation of 10 to 20% ammonia takes place, and these are the safety concern because we cannot increase the pressure more than 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure. And the third important, that is the effect of catalyst. We all know that what is meant by catalyst. Catalysts are those substances due to its presence the rate of reaction going to be increased. Means it does not actually participate in the reaction, but it gets altering the reaction. That altering the reaction is nothing but, we will see the simple diagram and what happen in presence and in absence of catalyst. This is a diagram, it is in presence of catalyst. Means in presence and in absence, that we are going to see what happens when presence of catalyst and absence of catalyst. This in presence of catalyst, this is a transition state required for that conversion of reactant into product, and this is the activation energy. In presence of catalyst, the activation energy is minimum. In absence of catalyst, the activation energy is maximum. Means the reactant gets more time to activate, that to reach the transition state, and this is the only difference when this catalyst is present, and hence in presence of catalyst, this reaction it is requiring the less time and we are getting the reaction at a faster rate. But in absence of catalyst, what happens? This reactant when converted into product, it is requiring higher activation energy. This activation energy that is high to reach the transition state, and hence that product formation that takes place at somewhat later time, and this is that is the effect of catalyst. And which is the catalyst which is needed for this conversion? That is the iron powder. And these are the three main physicochemical principles which are involved in the formation of ammonia. First, that is the effect of temperature. The temperature required, that is 500 degrees centigrade. Effect of pressure, that is 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure is required for that conversion. And effect of catalyst, that presence of catalyst that alters the rate of reaction, that in presence of catalyst the reaction takes less time to convert into the product, but in absence of catalyst the reactants gets more time to convert into the product. And we are going to see the last point of this formation of ammonia, that is the favorable conditions. Which are the favorable conditions for the better yield of ammonia? This is a very important point because these favorable conditions for better yield of ammonia, that first is proportion. In what proportion? That nitrogen and hydrogen they are reacting, that is nitrogen is to hydrogen, and we know that that is in the ratio 1:3. Then the second, that is a temperature. What is the temperature range? That is a 500 degrees centigrade. Third important, that is a pressure. The pressure required for the better yield of ammonia, that is 200 to 300 atmospheric pressure is required. And the fourth important step, that is a catalyst. Which catalyst is needed for this conversion? That is a finely divided iron powder is needed. And these are the four important favorable conditions for the better yield of ammonia. Next we are going to see about the uses of ammonia, and then for sulfuric acid preparation, nitric acid preparation and its uses also. Thank you all of you.